We're getting breaking news right now after those clashes reported between the Indian and Chinese troops in Arunachal Pradesh. The Indian Air Force is flying active combat air patrols over Arunachal Pradesh. This as the Indian Air Force detects enhanced Chinese air activity across the line of actual control in Arunachal Pradesh. Vishnu Shom is joining us for more details on this. Vishnu, this comes right after those clashes were reported. What more can you tell us about the IF's activity?
Well, it is quite interesting because while I won't term it a very major flare-up, the fact of the matter is that the Indian Air Force has detected enhanced Chinese Air Force activity on their side of the McMahon line, their side of the line of actual control. And therefore, the Indian Air Force, which is very heavily deployed in Arunachal Pradesh and in Assam, has been flying active combat air patrols. Basically, you've got fighter jets constantly patrolling Indian airspace to keep a watch out for possible Chinese attempts at infiltrating our airspace. And we can confirm, based on what our sources are telling us, that there have been efforts to prevent Chinese airspace violations on 2 to 3 occasions in the last few weeks when the Indian Air Force has actually had to scramble its fighter jets. In other words, they've had to launch their fighter jets because radar has obviously detected the movement of Chinese formations moving in the direction of the line of actual control. I think I should explain this in a little bit more detail. Fighter aircraft or fixed-wing aircraft, as per the rules which presently exist, generally are not expected to breach 10 kilometers of the line of actual control. For helicopters, it tends to be about 5 kilometers. Now, so therefore, if there is a fighter jet heading towards our border at relatively high velocity, the Indian Air Force positions its fighters in a way in which, if required, a possible intercept can take place. Now, whether or not the Chinese actually broke Indian airspace or entered Indian airspace, whether deliberately or accidentally, that we do not know at this stage. But the fact that we have detected enhanced Chinese airspace activity is something that is significant, and combat air patrols are presently continuing.
Right. Vishnu, thanks very much for joining us with those details.